Another issue that comes up there as agronomic factor is tillage, and he hit a little bit there on rotation. And if you don't have a good rotation, conservation tillage doesn't look too good. Any kind of reduced tillage doesn't look good if you don't have a good rotation. So we know that we've backed off on our rotations there over the past few years, but we have a lot of pluses and benefits to conservation tillage. And we always try to stress that because one of the big issues that I come across with producers is cost and money and the inputs and the hours on the tractor and replacing equipment. A lot of those things we can correct with a good conservation tillage program. So, you know, like I said, many try to reduce till. That doesn't work unless you've really got a big, large cover. You know, some people will plant the cover, trying to go through some of those programs, but they'll go in there and terminate it early, and you don't reap the big benefits of having a huge cover crop out there. So you really got to be dedicated to it and stick to it. Many people think that they can't go through a big tall cover like 5-6 foot tall rye. Too many challenges, and years ago we didn't have the equipment to be able to go through that. Now we have a lot of different components out there in the industry, and we've worked and used those, and allows us to go through there and do a good job. But you got to be dedicated to getting that cover planted early, and to be able to do that, to get that size that you need, so you can go in there and terminate it early and still have the moisture that you need to be able to plant into that. And a lot of that stuff ties to issues with other weeds. You know, a good thick mat of that cover can help keep a lot of those weed pressure down too, as well. A few other things is a lot of the growers, they face challenges as far as spending that money in the fall for the following crop the next year. Have to spend a good bit of money to plant those cover crops, besides the time that it takes to do it, and put out a little bit of nitrogen to them to get the size that they need on those cover crops. I mentioned that about the rotations. You need a good rotation to be able to take the benefits of this conservation tillage.